There's a racism scene in the film, in The Big Sick, with a heckler.
Yes.
I mean, I would guess that you were drawing from real life experiences of racism.
Yeah.
From that.
I mean, you know, the racist heckler in the movie is not a complete fabrication. It's all based on stuff that happened to me. I mean, you know, the guy says in the movie, he says, go back to ISIS, but what I heard was go back to Taliban, because, you know, that was just the reference has been updated. But yeah, I probably have had racist heckles maybe 7 or 8 times over my career. Not in the last 5 years, but before that. Yeah. Which isn't that much, but it's still quite a bit. Like, you know.
Well, I would say once sucks.
Once sucks. But you know, that's the thing, is like by the 3rd time it happens, you're like, all right, I gotta write some comebacks for this, because this is gonna happen. And then I did write comebacks, and those comebacks are in the movie. So that, obviously the scene in the movie escalates to a new degree.
Sure.
But all that stuff is real. All that stuff has happened. And I actually read an article about how that stuff is happening more to comedians now. I read this article written by this Asian American comedian who was quit comedy because suddenly people felt more emboldened to say racist stuff to him while he was on stage.
Isn't that interesting?
Oh my God. It just means that stuff was always there, and people felt like, people just didn't feel confident, and now they feel supported.
Right.
You know, that's what's happened, is that there were certain things that people believed that they felt like wasn't part of a political public conversation, and now suddenly we're in a situation where it seems like every point of view is just as valid, which is not true. If you think black and white people shouldn't marry, you shouldn't feel confident saying that in public. And now people feel confident. I read this thing, this woman was like starting a thing of like, let's make more white babies. And you know, there's too many different colored babies. There should be more white babies. And she like started a whole campaign for it on Facebook and Twitter. And it's like, you shouldn't feel like you should be able to say that.
This should be embarrassing.
You should be embarrassed. There's just too many people who like agree with her, and they've always agreed with her, but now it's somehow, you know, every point of view, it's like a democracy taken to its extreme, which is like the truth has now been democratized. Like if enough people believe it, then, you know, it becomes a fact.
Let's vote on that fact.
Yeah, you can't vote on facts, but now it seems like you can.